We manage and we will manage. See, shipping is an investment which is very international, and the investors that go with us, they don't necessarily go with us because of the Greek play. It has nothing to do with the Greek play. The fact that basically Greece employs about 200,000 people in shipping industry, and shipping industry is such a big component of the GDP, makes it a Greek thing. Greeks have been historically very good at shipping, and that's why probably people and most of the Americans that have been dealing with shipping companies have dealt with Greek ship owners. But in general, it's an international business, and we still believe that we'll be able to make it through it.
A large component of the GDP base, but a small component of the tax base. Is that the concern, that those two numbers are a bit out of kilter and maybe there'll be more pressure to come through on the fiscal side?
It could be. You never know with the new government. Already some of the tax has been raised in the past couple of years on shipping companies. But there's always a thin line that you can't cross, because it's an international offshore business. Yeah. It's a very movable business, and therefore...
How portable is it? Like, just kind of run us through, when you're looking at what happens here from a shipping point of view, what are the operations that actually run out of here? Clearly it's a very portable industry from the ship's point of view, but from the kind of the ancillary stuff, how fixed is that? You say it's fairly portable. Kind of what is it that actually runs out of Athens and out of Greece?
Well, you've got basically teams of people that are looking at different aspects on the ships, technical, commercial, the management side of it. And therefore, these are a team of people working in a company, in an office, that could be moved tomorrow to Hong Kong, Germany, to
Singapore, wherever.
Exactly.
Does it matter? You kind of touched on this a little bit in your first answer. Does it matter if Greece is in the Eurozone? Does it matter actually on a day-to-day basis whether you're dealing in euros or dealing in drachma? Because presumably a lot of the costs are in dollars.
It doesn't really matter to us. Most of our business is going to be based in US dollars, some in euros, obviously. But you know what? Most of it is going to be dollars, so it really doesn't matter whether you're going to be euro-denominated as a currency being transacted in Greece or not. It matters to us, obviously, from a perspective that Greece going back to the drachma might be definitely a couple of tough years for the country. That matters to us.
It creates some instability. You talked about the fact that there are around 200,000 people here. You employ around, 18 here?
About 18.
How difficult is it, given the environment we find ourselves in, to attract smart people to come and want to work for you here?
It's a beautiful country to live in.
Yeah.
Myself is a foreigner who's moved here about 5 years ago. It has so much potential. I think that if you want to attract the people, if you want to attract the talent, which at this stage unfortunately is the other way around, we have a brain drainage, of a lot of people, a lot of young, smart people. But this is a beautiful country that has a lot to offer, with a lot of basic, highly educated people, and it's a personal choice at some stage. If some of the business, like the one that we are, because it's portable, because it's very flexible, can attract a lot of people.
Yeah.
But some of the businesses, like pure finance and banking, for instance, obviously it's going to be difficult.
So what would it take over the next? What are you looking for over the next few days? And are you kind of thinking in that narrow timeline to make decisions about your business? Like, as you watch what's going to happen between now and the weekend, with the referendum, with the lack of knowledge about what could happen beyond that, kind of what is it from your personal point of view, from your business's point of view?
My personal point of view, it's going to be difficult. It's very difficult, if you ask me, to give you like some probabilities on what's going to happen. I reckon that right now it's going to be a close tie, and that's what bothers me, because at the end of the day, you've got a team of politicians that have been acting like cowboys since the beginning.
Yep.
Coming in and not even basically taking the decision that they should be taking for the people. They're basically putting the choice in front of the people, and you're going to have like grandmas going to the poll maybe on Sunday, if it happens on Sunday, being asked to answer some questions that she doesn't have any clue about. No matter what's going to happen, I think the effect it's going to have on this country is going to be enormous, and the ripple effect it's going to have on the economy is also an unknown, because it's unprecedented. The whole exit of the Eurozone was never seen before, and it's very difficult. If you ask any economist, any hedge fund manager right now, Greece is a tiny little drop in the whole world of the global economy. But what I'm worried about is the repercussion, the contagion that basically right now maybe in the markets have been priced fairly modestly. And I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea. That's what bothers me, that's what frightens me, and the impact on the economy, which obviously will have an impact on seaborne transportation and on our business directly.
Mr. Rumsfeld's Unknown Unknowns. Nice to see you, Olivier. Thank you very much indeed for your time and stopping by. Olivier Hochberg joining us for Antares Capital Management.